Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 5 of the 2023 Phantom Racing League season. Today we'll be racing at the 4-mile road course of Road America, located out in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. So let's take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's race here at Road America. And speak of the devil, FRR Shovelhead, he is on the pole at a 1 minute 59.977 second lap time. MJ Ross in the 4 car starting alongside him in the second spot. Third place, Elvin Priest in the number 51. Next to him, Loaderman in the number 53. And then only 11 cars took time in qualifying. Some drivers starting at the back. Badfast had a bit of an issue in qualifying, so he'll be starting towards deep in the field in 12th. But Shovelhead and Mike are going to make it look easy. Those are the two guys you're going to have to look out for. Shovelhead on the pole, Mike in second, Elvin in third, then Loaderman, Black Cross, and Showtime Flash. The green flag waves Elvin all the way out into the grass. Guys are already scattering, trying to get as much spots as they possibly can on this opening start through turn 1. Oh, we got a lot of bumping, beating and banging, using guys as brake pedals through turns 2 and 3. Meanwhile, up in the front, Shovelhead got a really good start from the pole. He is out ahead down this long stretch and into turn 5. A heavy braking zone here. And into turn 6, we got a couple cars off. I think that was Flash and Nomad. Black Cross up into the 3rd spot already. Oh, we got another car in trouble, the 18. Oh, we got more cars in trouble, the 32 trying to get around the 18 car. The 12 of 19mm off track already. The 1 of Ed, though, also having an off-track excursion. There's Stoner Moment making his season debut here tonight in the number 3, already making up a few spots, marching his way towards the front of the field, getting a little bit of a bumper from the 18. He's not wanting to taste that rainbow. All the way up his rear bumper through the carousel. 1-9 off the track once again. Battle for the lead through the kettle bottoms and into turn 12. That is Canada Corner. Mike with a big run there through 12. It was Shovelhead that had a big off there. Almost lost the lead as we get to these last 2 sets of corners. This is for everyone to settle in, get into a rhythm. We got this uphill portion of that front stretch, the longest straightaway that these guys will be running all season. And Shovelhead will lead lap number 1. But look at Mike, way down to the inside into turn 1, heavy braking zone. Up the hill and down into turn 3. Somewhere back there is turn 2, I don't know what, but I looked at the track map, apparently there's a turn 2 over there. But yeah, that's not turn 2, that's turn 3. And somewhere over here is turn 4. Probably where that bridge is. That Rush Truck Center's Ford Mustang. Still out in front, but only by a little bit. He doesn't really have much breathing room over Mike. He knows how fast his car is as well, but Shovelhead, like I said in the pre-race, no slouch on road courses. He is a very fast road racer, and this is where he gets to flex his muscle here tonight. As some of these guys probably don't have the pace. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. I guess Mike got back around Shovelhead and put Mike RPM out in front. Now let's see if Shovelhead can build up a run into the first turn. He's got that slipstream down the straightaway all the way down the top of the hill. It's a long downward slope, carrying that momentum up into turn 1. He's peeking the nose, way down to the inside. Not really much he can do there. He had to slow it down a little bit more with that lower entry. Mike had a really good exit to stay on the defensive, and a big door slam there. Those guys were really going at it. I don't think Shovelhead meant to do that. He wanted to get that lead back, but he might have carried a little bit too much speed through turn 3. And he's going to lose a little bit of time to Mike here. MJ Ross, our stage 1 winner. Edges out ahead of Shovelhead in that number 14 car. He comes home in second, Elvin in third, Black Cross fourth, Bad Fast rounding out your top 5 as we get ready to line them up for stage number 2 here at Road America. With the 2 SHR cars on the front row. Then you got Elvin Priest, Black Cross, Bad Fast, Parley. And then Flash, Hamlination in that 4th row. Let's see how these guys fare. Nomad way off the racetrack on the inside. But a good corner for the 14 to Shovelhead, looking to take the lead back. And a big send from Parley in that number 42, making his presence known big time through turn 3. And that might have rubbed the 48 the wrong way, as he is now off the racetrack. He gets back onto it, but he's going to lose a couple of spots as a result. Big send by the 48! A heavy miss on the braking zone sends him way off the racetrack. The 32 of Motorsports also off. And the 1 car of Ed, though, also loops it around. Massive setback for the 48 of Bad Fast. And now it's time to hit the panic button. He's got to find his way back up through the field. And you see there's a lot of cars in front of him that he needs to get around. But let's take a look at Parley here. He is now up into 4th place. And he's got his sights on Black Cross for 3rd. What an impressive debut for the number 42 Chevrolet. Now, Bad Fast in that 48 car, and maybe Elvin, I don't know who else was in that, they're probably not thinking the same way, because that was a very aggressive move by the number 48, and so was that bumper to the 24. I'm going to sound like Rick Allen here for a second, but the bumper to the back of the 24! No?
Brother, this guy stinks!
Now he runs a little bit wide into 3. Not too much where he goes off, but he might have scrubbed up a little bit of speed as that 4 car of Mike is gaining back on him. He's going to peek the nose here. Looks like the lead's going to exchange hands once again, and it does. Put Mike back out in front as Shovelhead runs it wide on the outside through 5, and he'll slide back into the 2nd spot. But as this long run starts to kick in, we're starting to see who really has a shot. And it's the 2 that I expected, the 2 really fast road course drivers here. Mike's got a really fast car, but Shovelhead, he knows how to get around these long, tight road courses with varying different corners. And it looks like that'll be the end of the 2nd stage, and it looks like it's more of the same. As Mike RPM sweeps the 2 stages, Shovelhead comes up behind him in 2nd once again, but he was much closer this time. It looks like Shovelhead is going to restart this final stage from the lead, as he's going to take it away from Mike in the pit stop. And we're back underway for one more go at it. Oh, and a massive excursion there. Big push off. I was looking at what was going on further back. I couldn't quite see what happened towards the front. Look out, Shovel. This is not the restart he was wanting. Sliding outside of the podium places and now back into 5th place. Bad Fast. Where did he come from? That 48 car. Back up to 2nd. Where did he come from? Ahead of the 24 of Black Cross. And now he's going to try to set his sights on going for the lead. But look who's up to 4th. Parley ahead of the 14 of Shovelhead, ahead of the 18 of MFF Hamlin Nation. And a lot of drivers looking for a chance of going into the lawn care business. And now is not the time, Black Cross. Got to focus on the race. More contact between the 42 and the 48. Black Cross mowing even more lawns through turn 8, as he's going to lose a ton of spots here. The 18 of Hamlin Nation finds himself moving up through the pack. Shovelhead keeping it gassed up on the outside. He's got a really fast race car. He's not going to let this restart hold him down. He's going to try to fight his way back. Shovel to the inside of Parley. This is for second place. Muscles his way through into turn 12. Sends it in deep. And I think we have our first caution for cause of the night. Something might have happened towards the back of the field. I'm not sure what. Those guys are towards the back. I wonder if it had something to do with them. And some strategy taking place. It looks like Loaderman, he stayed out under that caution. He is going to inherit the race lead on this restart, and green flag waves. We are back underway. Loaderman's lead was short-lived. Oh, and a massive push. Bad fast down into the gravel trap, and I saw someone else get pushed off there. I wasn't sure who that was. And look who's back up to second, Shovelhead. And another caution. Looks like not much has changed here up at the front, though. It's still the same cars up in the front row. The 4 and the 14 are going to continue to fight it amongst themselves, but you got Parley, Hamlin Nation, Showtime Flash, Ed in the 1 car up to 6th. He's trying something different here. A little bit of 3-wide action there. Ed in the 1 car trying to make something happen. As the 18-24, bunch of guys are having to run wide. Shovelhead to the inside of Mike, getting the lead back off of turn 3, and he does. Now let's see if Shovelhead can hold him off this time. Maybe Parley's going to throw his hat in the ring. That 42 car is really fast. Shallow entry into 5, trying to protect that bottom as much as he can. Both cars running pretty wide. Great line by the 42. He's there now. Like I said, 42 car in his debut race. Very, very impressive. As they go through turn number 8 here. Mike didn't get as great of an exit there as Shovelhead did. Parley keeping in touch with these two. Oh, and Shovel way off. Carried just a little too much speed off of the carousel, and that's going to lose him some speed. Oh, and Mike does the same thing into turn 12 or turn 11. I don't know where we are, but he does the same thing, and Shovelhead's going to complete the crossover move. Back up to the front goes the 14. The 42 is not sure what to do there. We have another caution. Still Mike RPM in that number 4 car, but now you got Black Cross, Elvin Priest, Showtime Flash are all now ahead of that 14 of Shovelhead. There's Bad Fast back up to 6th. So some guys are probably staying out, maybe taking 2 tires. Elvin and Shovel running wide through turn 1. Black Cross keeping it even with the 4 car into turn 3. He's got the preferred line. Let's see if the 4 car can keep that door closed on the outside. He does. And we haven't seen much of Showtime Flash, that 38 car. Where's he been all day? There he is, up to 3rd and get a little bit of the grass, and that's going to send his car really squirrely into the heavy braking zone at turn 5. Shovelhead trying to recover from losing those spots on pit road, as he is back up to 4th and looking to get 3rd away from the 38 car, and we have another caution. Are you kidding me? Looks like these guys are starting to get a little bit antsy here as we're starting to have cautions breed cautions. Alright, Black Cross is going to restart from the front. Let's see what he does. Green flag once again. For this restart, we're back underway. Both Black Cross, Bad Fast getting 2 left side tires into the grass, getting their cars very upset. Hamlin Nation in that 18 car way off the racetrack, continuing to slide around.
And we have a caution.
Same here, as we're going to have yet another restart, and this is overtime. overtime restart here at Road America. It's Mike in Blackcross, Shovelhead, Showtime Flash, Elvin Priest way to the outside. Building as much speed as he can to get around that 38 car for fourth. Shovelhead. Him and Blackcross get together here through turn 3. And now Elvin with a big run here. He's poking his nose through the outside of Shovel, as they're all trying to fight each other through the spots. 32 and the 53 go off. 32 beaches it into the sand. 38 on the outside of the 42. That 42 car trying to get back into the top 5. As they're starting to get a little bit spread out here, guys are using all of the racetrack. Just about everybody running it wide through turn 8. Big run for Shovel. Off the carousel, peeking it to the outside of Blackcross. Into the kink. Let's see if he can clear him on the outside here. No, he does not. Got a couple more corners left before he gets into that heavy braking zone. Right now, Mike's got a pretty comfortable lead at the moment. If he can just run his line. And Shovelhead catches the 24 slipping up. He's going to slot himself back up into second, as Blackcross finds himself some more pressure from other cars behind him. This time the 51 of Elvin Badfast in the 5th spot. Parley in 6th. As Mike's going to take the white flag here. Whatever happens next will end the race. One more lap to go. The Shovelhead have anything for him. Runs it very wide through turn 1. Through the carousel one last time. It's important you get your speed up through here, especially through the kink. Getting his entire car into the grass. He's really close to him this time. Into turn 12. Good corners for both of them. Shovel a little bit wider. Oh man, he got through the grass there. That might have slowed him down a little bit. He's got one final shot at it, but I just don't think he's close enough. Off the final corner. And down this long straightaway. He's got a slipstream here. Peeking to the inside. Nothing there. Give the win to MJ Bros. He's going to get finally his first win of the season after coming oh so close so many times. As he finally captures the checkered flag this season in the Phantom Racing League at a really, really fast race car all week throughout practice, and it showed throughout the race as well. Let's take a look at the final results here. MJ Bros hitting the jackpot in this race here tonight, not only capturing the checkered flag, but also the 2 stage wins as well, adding to his total that he can cash into the bank, and that's going to move him back to the top of the regular season point standings as he finishes out ahead of FRR Shovelhead, who comes up 1 spot short all across the board, but still a phenomenal effort by the 14 car. Blackcross trying his best to throw his hat in the ring late in the going, was up in the mix towards the end. He'll find himself on the other side of the podium in 3rd. Elvin Priest continuing to be very consistent throughout the season, finds himself in the top 5 yet again in 4th. Badfast had a very up and down day throughout the race. He was all over the racetrack, up and down, and he claws himself back up into the top 5. And a massive shout out to Parley, who had just joined the Phantom Racing League just a couple of days ago. Runs his debut race and was very impressive. He'll finish in 6th. And we saw Loaderman try mixing it up on strategy in that final stage, as he'll quietly settle himself into 7th place. Showtime Flash came into this race as the points leader, did not have the race he was looking for, as he only finishes in 8th. MFF Hamlin Nation gets his first top 10 of the season, as does Stoner Moment in his debut race in that number 3 car. And as we turn to page 2 of the finishing results, we see Motorsports fan Nomad Ed 19mm just happy to get through this race and move on to the next week. I will say all 14 of our starters made it to the finish, and all of them on the lead lap. Very, very good job. And this will conclude the action here at Road America. Now tune in next week where these drivers will take on the Monster Mile at Dover. And congratulations once again to your race winner, Mike Bross. You are watching the Phantom Racing League here on YouTube. Make sure to click that subscribe button and that bell next to it so you don't miss a race once we go live every Thursday night at 9:05 Eastern Time. And once again, you are watching the Phantom Racing League, and we'll see you next time.